A surprise cabinet shuffle here at Queen's Park just 4 months after Doug Ford was elected. And it comes with a whole lot more questions than answers, particularly surrounding one of his top cabinet ministers, who Doug Ford is losing. Both of these cabinet ministers standing with the Premier in Sarnia Friday morning for a sign unveiling no longer have their same jobs. Hours after this video was taken, Jim Wilson, who was the Minister for Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade, was gone. Not just from Cabinet, but from the PC party as well. A Ford spokesperson released a sudden statement that evening saying Wilson was resigning to deal with addiction issues. The veteran politician brought vast experience to Ford's cabinet. He's had a 28-year career, was once interim PC leader, and went to Washington with Ford to discuss trade talks. And this minister, Michael Tobolo, has been demoted just 4 days after the Premier stood in the legislature and declared his unwavering support for him.
And I'll stand beside him any day, 365 days a year.
But since then, a report emerged that Tobolo, who was the Minister of Community Safety and Correctional Services, was criticized by the Securities Commission for his role as a lawyer in a $40 million Ponzi scheme 20 years ago. He's now in charge of tourism. Usually swearing-in ceremonies are celebrated and MPPs smile for the cameras. There was none of that today. No one was showing their faces, but the opposition had something to say.
You can't earn the trust of the Ontario people with more secret backroom deals, and Ontario families deserve answers. It's time for Doug Ford to face the public, face the press, and shed some sunlight on what's going on at the highest level of Ontario's government.
In another blow, Doug Ford has lost his Director of Policy, Andrew Kimber, who resigned, but there are many questions around this as well. In a statement, the Premier's office said that it was an internal matter, but added, quote, "To protect the identity of any individual who brings forward an allegation, we would not comment on particulars." We will continue to follow this story.